All right, I think we are back here. Had a bit of a technical issue with some video or audio disconnections. Josh, are you with me?
Yeah, I believe so. We are back, and yeah, this is the nature of Fall Minor 1, and I have some of these issues.
Yeah, inaugural event for Great Lakes Esports jumping into Valorant. So got that audio connection fixed. We've got players joining into the lobby again here. We're going to redo agent select actually, but it's going to be the exact same agents. So nothing really new to discuss there as we get there. And Josh, I think we lost some of your points about the teleporters. If you want to just go over those again, just for those people that don't know and missed it, since we are talking about an inaugural event, inaugural esport here on this channel.
Absolutely. So what I was saying, on Bind, there's two teleporters, one to connect the center of the map, both sides of the center of the map together, and one to wrap from one side of the map to the other. It makes for a very interesting dynamic when attacking, being able to change sides very fast. And the defenders will hear it, they'll know that you've done it, but the question is, can they get to the other side fast enough to prevent you from taking over a site? So map control, especially pushed up on the weaker side, is important on this map to try and control those teleporter rooms so if they go for that kind of play, you can counter it.
Yeah, absolutely. And we've got a Viper lineup. We just saw Viper throwing out the orb and rotating over to B. We've got a couple defenders on A, and it does look like Baker College going right back to that B side, going to potentially press and check B long here initially as we get underway in the first round. It's going to be a quick B long hit. They've got it all but secure, grabbing the orb, and they're going to go up, and the push out of Hookah's going to get one. It's slammed, gets two actually, and then gets taken down. So it will be a rotation out here from Baker College. Demon also goes low in that trade. 3v4 here. Actually 3v4 here for the defenders.
Yeah, the great play by Michigan State, pushing up there, countering, but great shots from Demon, just able to counter it. Only one player here on A. He's going to have to get this read fast, get his teammates rotating over before they lose control of this site. It looks like they're making the rotate.
Yeah, one goes down there. Illogical able to pick off Bond, and 3v3 health bars definitely in the favor of Michigan State here on the defender side. Bomb goes down, starts ticking. They're going to be pushed off your Molly out, flat out as well. Bait falls 1v2 here. Raise one shot though, so it will be interesting to see if they go for a bait with the raise to trade it off and get the win. Sky's just going to force here. Going to look, not seeing anybody. Going to force the fuse. Going to stick it. Oh, and pops off as Raze gets the kill. So that will be round one going to Baker College after that initial good push out of Hookah for Michigan State. Doesn't find enough.
Yeah, great play there. Just taking their time, playing the two players together, not letting them take individual 1v1s, but fighting a 2v1. And that's the important thing in those situations. So good start for Baker College, but long way to go yet.
Yeah, and it looks like Baker going to start initially on the B side again. Cypher with a lurk this time though. Quick B long control. Sky's going to peek it, not going to get anything. And it will be just a slow push now here, now that they've got the B long control. Sky gonna throw out the little recon there, trying to force that, gets shot out by Moonrow though before anything can come from it. And kind of at a stalemate here, as no one is going to be pushing. Cypher on the lurk though, moving up here through bathrooms, could potentially get spotted out here. Oh, and it did get spotted out by Illogical. Illogical knows that Cypher is there. Will get some shots down. There goes the Cypher lurk. And the A play now pretty much gone, but the lurk still, or the push here up into B long, almost onto site, going for Baker. They will get walled off by this Viper wall. Flash utility from Sky, gonna be another flash, big kill from Demon there. They're on site now, one more, and it's going to be a quick turn there, and those shots able to come down. Bomb planted for long, and now it's gonna be a retake 2v4. A lot to do here for Michigan State, and not a lot of players' lives to do it.
What a great push by Breaker College. You just go in, you use all the utility, flash every corner, check every angle, and now you're just going to pick these players off and finish off round number 2.
So it did cost 2 lives. I don't think it really cost too much economy-wise for Baker. They were able to pick up another Bulldog from that. And so they will go into this bonus round with some decent artillery. And of course, Michigan State all on rifles here as we get into round number 3. A big round for Michigan State that they need here to try and get back in this with the superior armaments.
Yeah, the save round pays off for Michigan State, and this is one they need to not fall too far behind here early. This time, moving over to the A side, so a little different setup here from Baker.
They're gonna push through a short here. Gonna quickly clear everything. Gonna be spotted out here, suppressed by the dagger. And we'll see the push gonna continue here. Just kind of stalling, waiting. And now the Rays has the satchels and moves in to the middle of the site and around truck. It's gonna be some smokes down, spike is down, and it is just a clean take here for Baker College. Some picks go in one each way. Defenders raise falls, and it is 2v3 now. Everything going the way of Baker College, even with the inferior weapons, and all it's going to take is a pop out of the smoke. It's not actually going to happen, so they're going to stall here. 2v3, all 3 players playing together, and Sky trying to go through lamps. Not anything going there. That Bucky will get some work done, and that is all she wrote in round 3. Baker College coming up with a big win.
Big play from Bond there at the end, picking up those last 2-3 in the round. So all the early momentum, Baker going to force Michigan State into another econ round. Man, Baker's in just a great spot here to really build out an early lead. And we were talking too, the Cypher is more of a defensive round play. So the fact they're off to such a good start on the offense really gives Baker an upper hand in this series.
Yeah, another B long push. Gonna punch down some of the health bar on Sky, spray through the Viper orb. Nothing there now. And just pushed back is Michigan State. Sky with some utility to clear that, but still waiting for that Viper toxin to run out. It does go. Still just taking their time. They're going to rotate out here as they do have Brimstone kind of in B-Link here waiting. And it will also be Cypher kind of lurking his way over to the A side. Michigan State really just standing pat, 3 on B, 2 on A, waiting, being very patient with their setup, not knowing exactly what's going on, not a lot of information. Brimstone going to throw down some smokes here on the A site, and that is going to be another staller. Time ticking down here on Baker College. Finally going to start this push up into A through the smokes. Going to see a flash out, Raise with the satchel. Gonna spray the boxes, nothing there so far, and it will be a pick there for Demon. Another one for Demon. That's 2 for Demon. A pick goes down here. All 3 defenders coming through bathrooms. Big pick there with the paint shells, I believe. Demon for 3. Demon wanting more. Gonna just wait and hold this angle through the smoke.
Really a missed opportunity early in this round for Michigan State to take some map position, but now they find themselves stuck in bathroom in a 2-on-5. so tough here. Able to find the first. The rest of the players hunting him down, though. Looking to close this round out.
Gonna be 4. Can it be 5? We will not get the ace as Ladder Moves takes the last kill there. Demon was hunting it, but wasn't able to get it in time.
And here's an early timeout by Michigan State, and it makes sense. You're in a tough spot here, but this round, both teams buying rifles. This is one Michigan State really needs to get to try and get a little momentum on their side. They've just been blitzed through these first 4 rounds.
Yeah, I think then they really need to get Moonrow and Ice Bear involved. Both of those players 0-4 so far. So not a great start to this map for them. And again, this is single elimination, best of 1 map. So this is all coming down to what is transpiring here on Bind. Michigan State really needs to bounce back here with this rifle round because their economy is low. They will be forced into another eco round here if they fall on round 5 as well.
They're just such a tough spot because you're used to playing a best of 3 or a best of 5. You got one bad map, it's all right. You can bounce back in the next one. Not here in the quarterfinals of Great Lakes CVAL. Gonna need a big comeback here to just stabilize here in the first half of the series.
Yeah, Michigan State gonna mix it up a little bit with 3 defenders on the A side, 2 on the B side. Baker back to default, going B long. Just gonna try and spray that down, not finding anything. And Michigan State's still a little tentative to try and force their way out of A, move anywhere out of the site. Now they're going to look like rotate 1 over to B, as it looks like that's the direction that Baker College is going. It's going to be a... Oh, that's a good orb pop up there for Viper. Get some decay going. Wall's going to come out and hold off Baker for a little bit longer. It does look like Sky fell from some of that spray down, so it will be 4v5 B take here. And now we go back to 4v4. Big kill there from its slams, taking down Nami, and will rotate over to Hookah and gonna get taken out by Fate. Demon falls though to Frog on site off screen, so 3v3 and Baker College forced to rotate out. They're going to be looking to try and catch an A site, but that's where the heart of this defense is now. Still 2 defenders over here on the A site. They're going to push quick, going to try and go before anyone is able to get in, but there's going to be a good Brimstone that's going to take out the Gecko utility looking for the plant. Gecko's able to pick up the spike though through the smoke and fake the plant. Now going to push through the smoke and gets picked off. This is what Michigan State needed. And then 2 fall. 1v1 here. It's going to be Frog versus Ladder. Plant's going to go down, and Frog's not able to get there in time to stop the plant. So Frog now just having to wait. The benefit of having the Cypher as well is can throw up Cam to check. He's not going to, though. Just going to rotate around, and Frog's not sure what happened.
This is risky play to rotate away, but it looks like it might have paid off. Frog's got no idea where he's gone. Touches it for a sec, but has no idea where Ladders is. Well played from Ladders. What a great rotate. Bit of a risk, because if he'd stuck that defuse right away, he'd been in a tough spot, but able to know what he's doing there from Ladder moves. Just moving around the map. Perfect timing to get that round win.
Yeah, the mind games there from Ladder moves really had Frog kind of lost, not knowing where Ladder moves was, and Frog not able to get the defuse in time. Pretty easy there for Ladder moves just to pick Frog off of the bomb. So for a round that was looking really good for Michigan State there for moments, it's still taken by Baker. And we are now kind of into the heart of this first half here. Baker looking to go up 6-0.
Michigan State with a little different setup this time. Really heavy towards the B side. taking some of that center control too. They're going to make this hard for Baker to push through. But this is a position, this is the thing with Bind. You have the perfect setup, but now they're able to just escape to the other side of the map.
Ult from Ray's not going to go anywhere. It's going to be Demon pushing on site. Demon going to pick off. It's slammed, and 2 left for Michigan State on the retake. And again, Baker College able to get on clean. Very little resistance from this Michigan State defense as Baker makes quick movements and rotations around the map.
We missed 2 ladder moves in center of the map, was able to pick off 2. Now he's in the smoke, able to find a 3rd. 1 last player inside the smoke, just gonna hunt him down, and it's a flawless round for Baker to go up 6-0.
Baker shows no signs of slowing down. Michigan State really struggling here to find any type of resistance on the rotations specifically, I would say, of Baker College. Every time Baker seems to like threaten one site and quickly move off, that's when they're getting on clean. But when they're slow pushing and then they just stay to that one site and slow push it, that's when Michigan State really seems to be able to put up some resistance.
And then the thing with Michigan State is you think you figured out the B, now it's going to be a heavy A push, really taking control of this side of the map. But Michigan State has read it quickly this time and are here to defend.
She's still gunning for you.
It's going to be Demon pushing through. Demon's going to get taken out here, though, as well as Frog picking up 1. It's Slam picking up 1, so it's going to be 2v3 here. Michigan State in a man advantage just for a moment before It's Slam gets taken down. And there goes Nami, 2v1. Michigan State's chance for a round here. Viper's going to drop the Viper Pit just to try and guarantee this and secure it. It's going to be a camera, though, that's going to help get some information, spamming it, trying to pick off the Viper. Not able to get any information this time as Michigan State's moved away. Bomb is not planted here, just stuck inside the Viper Pit. 30 seconds to go. Ladder moves moving in. Gonna be able to pick up the spike and pick up the Viper. DK down to 1, though, so Brimstone needs a push now, and he's going to get picked off by ladder moves. That's 3 for ladder moves, and what looked like a pretty solid, sure round for Michigan State, it's going to go the other way.
Those are the reasons that Baker is up 7-0. Michigan State has been giving them a good fight in a lot of these rounds, but the small things are going Baker's way. A 1v2 and a 1v1 now, both for ladder moves. He's 9-2, Demon's 12-3. Baker's just on a roll right now.
Gonna be another quick B long push, and just gonna try and hold that. Gonna be another Sky utility used to force up, pushing further forward. It's gonna be a Roomba out to try and clear that a little bit further. Fate backing up. Fate not able to find anything, be able to pick up some damage, though. And Fate stalling and just walks it back. Big flash there. Demon holding, and it's going to be Baker College again trying to push this B long side and through the wall. Viper wall is going to be a pick there for Michigan State. They're up 5 members to 4, and it
Great
will
pick through the wall.
Yeah, fantastic pick here, and it's going to slow down here, but actually it's going to be a early rotation potentially that's just going to free this up for Baker.
Yeah, wow. Baker's been rotating whenever this kind of situation happens. This time they commit, and it's Ladder who's been making such big plays in this map. Finds the first, looking for a second, able to get it as well.
And it's going to
Baker's
be
just on a roll here.
Yeah, Baker's still pushing through. Even with initially falling a member short, early in the round. They're still able to pull it back. It seems like time and time again. Big spray down there from Nami through the smoke, and looking for another here. Ice Bear, not sure where everyone is. Gonna be flashed out from the smoke. Will find the kill, and Nami gets their third through that from that round.
Baker College can do no wrong. They rotate, it works perfectly. They commit to the site. Michigan State rotates away. We see the replay now, just able to control the site. You're able to push forward because Michigan State anticipated the rotate, which didn't come in. This time they commit, take full control, and just no way to retake the site. Down 2 players from that positioning.
Yeah, it's going to be another quick B long push here, trying to secure that area again. Just pretty consistent default from Baker College here. They're going to now rotate back and see if they can catch Michigan State over rotating. Doesn't look like it though, as Michigan State's just pushed through bathrooms and it's kind of holding A site strong still with 3 defenders. Will be Brimstone, Fate throwing down some smokes here, and that should give away the presence. Actually, it's going to be the ultimate, and the push through now for Baker College. Plant going down. Plant's going to go down and be completed. 5v5, but it's Slam picks off Demon. Now it's 3v5 as another ladder moves falls to its Slammed as well.
Michigan State needs this round. You need to convert this 5v3. You've got the defensive setup. It's Slammed with 2 in the round already. Make it 3. He's hunting an ace. Gets taken down in the end, but a round win for Michigan State. So not done yet. Looking to get us into the defensive round without being down too badly.
Yeah, it's going to be not going to be shut out going into the defensive half, and will force Baker to need more than just the pistol round so far. We still have 3 rounds left to go here in the first half before we switch sides. And Moonrow and Ice Bear now on the board with some kills. That's a positive sign for Michigan State as well. Everyone with rifles for this round. So it'll be interesting to see how Michigan State approaches this defensively. It's going to be 3 defenders towards the A side again, and for different approach here from Baker College, not going default.
Yeah, almost feels like they're getting a little too fancy here. Their default was working so well, Michigan State could not get a handle on it. Now changing it up, you lose a player. Michigan State, listen, you got a little bit of momentum now. Gotta chain a couple rounds together here before you go onto your defensive rounds.
Yeah, it's still gonna now it's gonna be a stalled out push here with Cypher on the lurk for B. Cypher's slowly going into hookah, but we've got some action here in bathrooms as we're gonna see some movement here, potentially some contact here between its Slammed and Bond. That one-way smoke though is gonna come out, some spray from its Slam's gonna find its mark. And we're gonna just kind of stall out this pushing, and we've found another one fall for Baker. It's now 3v5. Nami's able to pick up a logical though, so now 4v3. Nami gonna get picked off. Looking good for Michigan State again. They need to convert these advantages. They haven't been able to. And Ice Bear gets caught with the molly in his hands. Not gonna stay up. But 1v2 now for Fate. Spike is down. Time is ticking here in the favor of Fate and Baker College. Gonna see some action here. Fate 2v1. Not gonna be able to get them both, actually. Did not expect that. Good finish there from Fate.
Great play from Fate. Michigan State just didn't anticipate him to be that close. They thought he was going to be further away, maybe back down mid, but right up in their face, able to find both kills. And now that is 3 clutches, 2 1v2s and a 1v1 that have gone the way of Baker. Those are the kind of rounds that change maps in the best-in-1 format. That's the difference between a series and going home.
Yeah, absolutely. Like you said, these rounds have been pretty close, relatively speaking, coming down to 1 or 2 players on both sides. But it seems that Baker College is consistently getting the kills they need in those clutch situations. And there, you can see it on the scoreboard, 9-1 here in favor of Baker College as we enter the final 2 rounds. Another default move here from Baker, going back up B long. It's going to be paint shells out there trying to force some movement. Nothing doing there. We do have Cypher on the lurk, just hoping to prevent any flankers. Not that Michigan State seemed to try and have any interest in doing that so far in the map.
It is a good point. Michigan State has not had any luck with any flanks. They've tried it a couple times, but its ladder moves has shut it down every time it happens, and here comes the B execute.
It's going to be 2 for Frogs. Demon picks off 1, though. 4v2 now as Illogical gets another. Fate picks up 1 through the wall. Fate's going to go down 2v3 or 3v1 now as Illogical has another spray, but health bars low for 2 of the members for Michigan State, and the 1 member for Baker's also low. Spike down though. We'll see if Illogical clears. Illogical does clear. Gonna get the kill. Michigan State gets their 2nd round of the half, down 2-9, headed into the final round.
Great play from Michigan State to just make their way into the site. Very tough there. Just defending from the back, but had the read there.
And they're on the defensive side. Baker College on the attack as we enter the final round of the half.
Baker is just taking control of this game through the clutch rounds has been the big thing. A 1v1 and 2v1s really is the difference between this being a much closer series and the 9-2 scoreline that it is. Here comes a bit of a push right in. The ults counter each other, and Demon, the little trades, continue to go Baker's way.
Yep, Demon good for another one there on Moonrow. Demon gonna try and push through the smoke here, using the robot to get some clearance. That's gonna be a pick for Demon on Frog. 3 down by Demon. Ace is alive right now. Illogical and Ice Bear in this elbow area, gonna push out onto site together, try and use each other as a trade option, even though it's going to be tough to trade 4v2. Spray dump coming through the smoke. It's actually going to be ladder moves picking up Ice Bear. 1 left for Michigan State. Spray for Demon, not going to find it, and forced to back out of that molly. But ladder moves picks off Illogical to the end of the half. Baker College 10, Michigan State 2.
Michigan State just in tough a spot here. You know, down 10-2. You never say it's over when the players are this good, but Baker is just in such control of this series between no matter what Michigan State did in that half, whether they stayed on one side, they rotated, they flanked, anything they did, Baker was there and ready to counter it, and really just a tough half there for Michigan State. The thing is, in other tournaments, you have a tough half, it's all right. You come back in map 2, this is best of 1. Baker 2 rounds away from moving on to our semifinal.
Yep, it's going to be it's slam pushing forward. Quick A hit here for Baker this time. For Michigan State. We've switched sides. Michigan State's going to throw down the spike. Big kill from its slammed pistol round, looking potentially to go in favor of Michigan State. It slammed, picks up the frenzy, and moves on from that classic. Will be paint shells out, not able to get one. Will get one there, actually traded out. Michigan State will be 3v3 here as we enter the clearance here. Michigan State falls. Illogical trades one with Bond though, and 2v2.
Great flank, able to find first, and Ice Bear cleans it up. Wow, what a great flank from Frog. The rest of his team is able to stay up just long enough for him to make it around, and hey, there's one. It all starts with one. To try and complete what would be an improbable comeback.
Yeah, it's going to be, let's see here. It's going to be Michigan State now rotating and switching it over to the B side. And they are going to force buy this, as they definitely need to. They're not just going to go Spectres or some lighter rifles. They went full rifle, it looks like, for the most part, to try and guarantee this round. And they need it down 3-10 at the beginning of this second half. Slow, not a lot of movement. Michigan State trying to be patient. No map control really gained by either side so far.
Both teams almost looks like they thought the other team was going to be aggressive, tried to counter it. Now just super patient. How does Michigan State choose to play this? Baker stacked heavily over towards the B side. Michigan State needs to get a read here.
Yeah, logical. Gonna throw a dagger. I think that missed his lineup. Not exactly as intended. Logical's gonna now lurk over, and Michigan State gonna rotate to the side with only one defender. This could be really good for them as they push onto site. That one-way smoke, though, going to cause some issues and some delay. Going to do some clearance with the Sky utility. And the Brimstone smokes come down on their side and will open up the site for them. Plant goes down and quickly come over the rotations in two directions from Baker College.
The teleporter, though. Yeah, the teleporter, though, is going to put Michigan State in a tough spot, not knowing where these players are coming from. Looks like they've read it correctly, though.
Oh, it's Slam, gets blinded, but does get one through it. Flashed again, flashed a third time, able to get away. Finally taken down from behind, and it's all going the way of Baker College. 2v1 here. The extra heavy weapons, not enough to get Michigan State through this. Ice Bear gets one, though. It's 1v1. Ice Bear not able to get the last one. And that force buy falls by the wayside for Michigan State.
So close yet again. Another clutch goes the way of Baker. A great attempt there for Michigan State, but just not knowing which direction the Baker players were coming from. All the utility for Baker, the flashes, able to take over. So tight there, so close for Michigan State, but you lose all those rifles. It's going to be tough to continue on here.
Yeah, absolutely. And hindsight is 2020, but with only half a second left after the end of that defuse, you feel like Michigan State should have tried and stalled it once it was that 1v1. But like I said, it's hard to know that in the moment as a player. You don't get the benefit of what we have here, knowing that after the fact. So good play there, a good attempt for Michigan State, but as you said, their backs are against the wall here. Limited weaponry going into the next round. We do have a tech pause for a player disconnect. They did just rejoin, so we should be getting back into the map here in just a moment.
Yeah, just so back and forth. So many close rounds, but they've all gone the way of Baker. And this scoreline looks like Baker dominated this series, but the series was a lot closer than the scoreboard says that it is right now.
Yeah, and Michigan State has 3 players in double-digit kills, and Baker College also with the same. Granted, Bon and Nami one away from the double digits for Baker College as well. And Ice Bear and Moonrow off to a slow start, but starting to pick it up here later on in the series, getting warmed up for those 2 players. And we are into this round here. Going to be a quick A hit again for Michigan State. Cypher and Brimstone alone on the A site. They're going to have pretty much held this for now. Molly's out to dissuade some push. Moonrow is going to, or Ladder Moves actually picks up a kill. And will be another one forward before Slam picks off Fate off screen. The Logical's holding this area around the middle of the map. And now the retake is on for Baker.
Great positioning by Michigan State. You just got to trust here. There's no one on the flank. Everyone's coming through the front. Michigan State ready for it right now. Logical, though, goes down. Ladderman with 2. Frog finds 1. 2v3 now.
Yeah, it's going to be slammed with the paint shell's going to get 1. With the Phantom, actually, the paint shell's just a distraction. So it's 2v1 here in favor of Michigan State, but Slam gets picked off there, but Frog's able to clean it up and trade it away. Michigan State picks up their 4th round.
Great job there, just covering your teammate, not panicking. Able to get a couple kills, and a couple rounds have gone the way of Michigan State. The question is, will it be too little, too late? Looks like both teams going to be on a bit of a save round here.
Yeah, partial buy for Michigan State. Definitely a save for Baker College. Baker College only needs the 2 rounds to clinch this map and move on to the semifinals. Will be a slow round again for Michigan State. Questionable decision is that this is the type of round that they've lost on the attacking half so far. The quick hits seem to have went their way.
Yeah, definitely different positioning from Baker too. They're huddled around the teleporter. It's almost like they're expecting the A push and we're ready to jump it, but Michigan State gotta read this and not reading it the first time.
Big Sky Flash does get picked off there. That's gonna be a big fight won by Baker, 3v2. It's slammed down below half health, only 41 HP to go. Does have the spikes, so can hop in that teleporter and rotate over to the other side. Will elect to just push B, it looks like here, as Brimstone starts to rotate over, so A site could be open. These players don't know that, of course, and are gonna just have to go with their instincts, and they're pushing this B site. It's slammed on site, gets in before the cage. That could be interesting. Actually gonna be the alt popped from Rays, gets the
great
Cypher, and it's slammed, gets another one. 3 down for It's Slammed. It's gonna be 2v3, and Rays for Baker is so low, 12 HP for Demon, and does fall. Michigan State gets another.
Great win there. Finally, a clutch goes the way of Michigan State. Excellent, excellent alt usage. We see it on the replay here. Able to go up, land the shot, and the rifle out as well from the elevated position. Just around Michigan State had to have, and they got it. So able to go rifles here in what is a pivotal round for Michigan State to try and make this comeback.
Yeah, it could be dangerous here, though. 3 alts available for Baker College. Going to be a quick A hit again. Going to be slammed, getting 1. Goes low, though. And it is a 5v4. Actually, Slam's going to be healed up here by the Sky heal, so that's very helpful for the Michigan State offensive attack here. Slammed going to get... Actually, Ice Bear is able to pick up Nami there on that trade. So 3v5, Michigan State still threatening this A side.
I've got your trail.
No one on a flank. All out from Sky to get some more information about where the defenders are. Ice Bear gets picked up through the smoke, and it will be...
3 for 3.
Michigan State on site, throwing down the plant. Ladder moves, and It's Slammed almost collide in the smoke, but they just veer off at the last second. Ladder moves, goes low. It's going to be 3v4 here.
So tight. Here's the player coming. Can't land their shots, though. So 3v3, spike down. Michigan State in a tough spot here. Need to win this fight in bathroom.
Pushing forward. Not going to find anything, and it will be another Michigan State round 6-11. The comeback is on, and that Cypher pick that we highlighted earlier not doing what we expected.
Yeah, Michigan State making me look like I don't know what I'm talking about. Fighting bathroom never happens. Moonrow just wins the gunfight straight up. Tough map for him so far, but finds 2 big ones there, and timeout in. As Michigan State wins 4 of 5 And now they're the ones with the confidence, and they're going to have the rifles going into this round.
Yeah, it's going to be another save round from Baker. Ladder move's going to be on the Marshal. And then it's going to be Sheriffs across the board for the rest of the 4 players. And I think Michigan State's got to keep up the tempo. They just got to go quick hits here. It seems to be working for them. They're leaning towards that B side. So the defenders haven't really set up yet as they called the timeout. But they could potentially be swapping things up here. Perfectly timed for Michigan State, as we're going to see a lot of the defenders start to move towards this A side. This could be interesting for Michigan State if they do keep this B hit on.
The A push has definitely been what has been working for Michigan State, but a lot of those A pushes have started with B pressure, and a counter push this time from Baker right down mid. They find Frog to start things off.
Yeah, that was the Rays ultimate though, so got a little bit of value, but only one. When you can sometimes get 2 or 3 kills when you get an attacking team grouped up. Not necessarily a bad thing though to just get the one. It's going to be on 2 picks here, going to be potentially another, but no, Illogical's going to catch one with the utility out. Sky still had the utility out. It's 1v3 though. It's slammed. Going to be able to get the plant off. Actually just going to rotate all the way across and catch some of these players out going through the defender spawn.
Tough timing there on the back end. Utility doesn't quite come out as fast as he would have wanted, but in the end it's a 1-on-3. Tough spot, but you got bombed down, so not finished yet. Baker's gonna stick all together though, and gonna make this so hard. Able to find the first though.
Yeah, it's slammed, gets one, needs to pull off a miracle here. Not able to find the shots there, but does get some damage laid down. Gonna hop into the smoke, that's a perfect timing. Not able to get one though, gonna potentially get sprayed down here, and it will be the round that Baker College has been looking for. They are now 1 away from the semifinals.
So close there. What a great attempt on the 1v3 by It Slammed. Just not able to get enough damage in on those last couple players, but they were both so low. And that's just the kind of series it's been for Michigan State. One more bullet here, one more bullet there. Be almost tied here, but all the breaks going Baker's way and able to secure that 3v1. So we continue on now. Baker 1 round away from a semifinal berth.
Michigan State gonna go quick B long hit here. Gonna get opt down there by ladder moves. Big take down there at the start of the round. Ladder moves, backs off, gives the site. They're gonna play straight retake 5v4 in the favor of the defenders. Frog gonna clear out Hookah. Michigan State onto the site. Spike not down yet. Illogical's gonna go up here though, looking for a pick here as players come out of the CT spawner. He does get one. Gonna fall though to Demon, and it's 3v4 defenders. Baker College looking to close things out here. They have the advantage. Spike is planted though. Going to be a spray from Frog to get one, and is able to dip into the smoke after the flash to stay alive, and will get traded. Big kill there for Frog to trade their life away. And Moonrow gets one as well. It's 1v1 here. Cypher versus Brimstone.
Huge play. 1v1.
And it is going to be Ice Bear.
Wow. What a play by Michigan State. You had to invest, I think, at least the one ult there, but it pays off. What a play by Frog in the smoke just to trade himself out, give his team a chance. And Michigan State is not done yet.
Yeah, going into this round, they do still have the Showstopper, they have the Sky Ult, they have the Vipers, they have the Pit that they can use once they get onto site and get the Spike planted. So they do have some ultimate options here to help create a round win. Baker down to no ults for this round, at least at the start. Could potentially get some pop up here as they get some kills or potentially an orb or two. Will be it. Slam throwing some paint shells, another B hit onto site. Not gonna pop the ultimate, just gonna wait, biding their time. Michigan State's on site and no one around for Baker. They're all coming up B long behind Michigan State. This is gonna be unsuspected. Viper's Pit goes out though to buy some time. No kills out yet. Paint shells to try and force Sky back. Gets some damage down, but no kills found. Demon just
literally swapped sides of the map. The attackers are now the one, or the defenders are the ones attacking.
And Demon's gonna fall there, the first member of any team to fall so far. Spikes ticking down, time in favor of Michigan State. And it's gonna just have to be, at some point, it's gonna just have to be a walk into this Viper's Pit and hope you don't get picked off. It's gonna be Frog and Slam getting one. Slammed good for 3, 1 left, 4v1. It's ladder moves with the classic, and this round is all but one for Michigan State. Not gonna give the, will just sacrifice the life to the Spike. And Michigan State within arm's reach now. Still a lot to do, but they're fighting back.
That one was huge for the economy too. You're able to get that win. Now, Baker's going to get a full buy here, and this is a tough round. But if Michigan State's able to win this one, you're going to force another save out of Baker, and at that point, you're going to be really close to pulling off this comeback.
Yeah, I'll see if they invest the Raise ult here to try and buy them some space going up this B long. The operator is in the hands of Cypher, I believe, so will be a push here, and Slammed goes down. No Raise ultimate. Demon picks up 2, and that could potentially be it here for Michigan State as they are stalled out B long, looking to try and rotate out of this, but it's gonna be tough 5v3.
Demon has been a demon in this map. Finds what might be the 2 biggest kills. Now looking for those last 3. Still in full control here. Looking to close out this quarterfinal match.
Yeah, Demon's ult is now available as well, so reverse of what we were talking about at the beginning of the round with Michigan State having the Raise ult. It's now on the side of Baker College, and we'll see if they elect to use it as members push on. Baker going to try and spray down. There's the ult, and Demon get it. Demon's not going to get anything for it, and the teleports come out smartly from Michigan State. And the ult goes by the wayside, but it could not matter as the Molly takes a logical down to 4 and gets picked off. 1 member left for Michigan State, and it's going to be the ult there from Brimstone. Moonrow goes low, and this could be it, and it is flawless for Baker to close the map out.
What an incredible series there. The final score 13-8, but man, so many close rounds, but Baker just able to clutch up in the moments they needed, and they close out our first quarterfinal match to move on to the semifinals. And man, these semifinal matches are going to be crazy.